Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and we've just beaten Hull City by 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium in the third round of the FA Cup. A really good result for us. A slightly indifferent performance, but certainly a good value for money one, and it sees us progress into the next round of the FA Cup, and hopefully we can maintain a good battle to retain our FA Cup trophy this season. So the game started off with us making a lot of changes in the team. We saw Nacho Monreal come in for the likes of Kieran Gibbs, we saw Hector Bellerin start, and we saw Callum Chambers reverted to a centre-back role. As well as that, we saw the likes of Francis Coquelin cement a place in the team, Thomas Rosicky, Santi Cazorla similarly. But the big talking point was certainly Theo Walcott making his first start in a year to the day. Really fantastic to see him play today. And just touching on him very quickly, I thought he offered a lot to the team. He did have two very good chances to score today, but I don't think he'll be too concerned about missing those chances. Although they were opportunities where he should have put them in the back of the net, the main thing was getting him on the pitch, getting a good amount of minutes under his belt, and this will give him a whole load of confidence, and the chances will come for him. The opportunities will come, the goals will certainly come. I've got absolutely no doubts about that whatsoever. But the big confidence boosting thing for him was just getting back on the pitch, playing football, going to have a great mental effect on him. And hopefully when we have Ozil coming back and he's playing in behind the likes of Walcott, Sanchez, Chamberlain, Danny Welbeck, and when we've got a big target man in there like Giroud, hopefully we'll be getting goals really often. And it was really exciting to just see him back in the squad today. A really exciting front three, which both of the likes of, like I've already said, Walcott, Sanchez, as well as Joel Campbell, another player who started today. Joel Campbell, you know, I think he was indifferent today. He had a very good opportunity to score early on. I think we made the right decision in keeping him over Lucas Podolski until the remainder of the season at least, because Joel Campbell gets into spaces, he tracks back, he works very hard for the team, but I do think he does look a bit out of sorts at times. I don't know if he's particularly suited to the Arsenal team. I don't want to judge him too heavily because this is his first game since Galatasaray that he's played for us. He barely does feature for us. We've got to bear that in mind. He's the kind of player that oozes off of confidence. He needs a run of games under his belt before we kind of start to see him perform really well, like he did at the World Cup. He was starting every game for Costa Rica. He played really well in nearly every one. He, more importantly, had the backing of the manager, and I think that's what he'll want from Arsene Wenger. But considering it's going to be very hard for him to get in the side, especially with Theo Walcott coming back, although since Podolski's left he does have more of an opportunity to fill in for his boots there, but realistically I think he's going to be a kind of fringe player, someone that's going to sit on the bench and only get a chance in games such as this one, which is a shame for him. He will be a bit of a wasted player, but personally I think it's going to be very difficult for him to cement a place in this Arsenal setup whilst we've got that array of attacking talent going forward. But Hull City, on the other hand, started this game with a whole host of players out for them. They had something like 9 changes from their New Year's Day victory, which was really surprising to see. It looked like they were kind of fielding a second string squad. They did have a load of players out injured, which I wasn't particularly aware of. They had the likes of Ramirez out, Diarmé out, and it was always going to be very difficult for them travelling away from home to the Emirates, trying to get a win in this cup. So I think they were maybe going into this game with the mentality of a draw. We did see Tom Huddleston coming back into their setup after he was returning from an injury. I did expect a little bit more from him. I think he was their key danger man, but he didn't really offer a lot for them going forward. At least he had about 1 chance on goal. David Ospina was barely tested. Tom Ince was another player who I wanted to see a bit more from, but I felt that although Hull had very good patches within the game, especially in the first half, they had a very good patch in the second half as well. They weren't doing anything with it. They were dominating possession, but they weren't clinical when they needed to be, and I think that's certainly what let them down today. Maybe if they'd have had a fully fit team, they may have come out of this game with a draw, but as it stands, we come out of this game with the win. And we started this game, I think we started really well, really quickly. We had a lot of good opportunities to score, like I've already mentioned, the one with Joel Campbell, which ideally I do think he should have finished, but it was very early on in the game, and it was just confidence boosting to see that we were starting this game very quickly, and we had more opportunities through the likes of Alexis Sanchez, Santi Cazorla, and it was only a matter of time before we put a shot into the back of the net, and we did get a goal from a set piece, which was absolutely astounding. How often do we do this? This is probably going to be our 1 set piece scored of the season. I don't know when we'll do it again, but it was good to see us actually taking advantage of a set piece. Really good cross from Alexis Sanchez. He has to improve on his crossing. That's the only area of his game that lets him down, but it was a really good whip-spin cross by him. A great header by Per Mertesacker. He has to be doing that more often, but it was tragic defending by Hull City, leaving him completely unmarked. Simple header. It's going to be really good for his confidence there. Mertesacker, a player that is certainly out of form at the moment, but I thought he put in a decent shift today. About 1 or 2 errors that maybe could have cost us at times, but When he's got Koscielny alongside him consistently, I think he'll certainly be playing a lot better, and that goal certainly should give him confidence going into the remainder of the season, certainly. Almost straight after the first goal we scored, we came very close yet again through Alexis Sanchez. It was a great bit of play by him, only to have his shot parried off the line by the whole defender. Excellent piece of defending by that man. And then we came very close once more through Nacho Monreal, who had his shot, actually it was a header actually, blocked by the whole keeper. Great piece of keeper by him, and we were kind of unfortunate to only go into that second half with 1 goal to our name. And in that second half, for a majority of it, it was really, really boring from us. There's not really too much I can comment on. I think it was a bit concerning that we looked very content with just a 1 goal lead to our names. I certainly think we should have pushed for a second goal. We kind of petered out a bit. I would have expected a lot, although Hull weren't offering a lot. I think that's maybe why the game slowed down a bit, because Hull, although they did have good spells of possession, didn't look threatening at all throughout the game. I mean, the only time they really did look threatening was when they brought Hernandez on and they brought El Mohammadi, when they injected that bit of pace into their side. But even then, they didn't look at all threatening, and we seemed to be very comfortable with the 1 goal lead to our names. But fortunately, we did get a second goal. Pure genius from Alexis Sanchez. Santi Cazorla playing him in, swivels and then plants it into the bottom right hand corner of the net, out of reach of the keeper. Great goal by him, and Sanchez was absolutely fantastic today. Great performance from him in the centre forward role, and hopefully whilst Welbeck and Giroud are out, well, Giroud's coming back now, but it's confidence boosting to see that we've got a player of Alexis Sanchez's quality who can perform practically anywhere in that front line. Really good performance from him, certainly deserved that goal, and it's great to come out of this game with a 2-0 victory, which should give us some momentum going into our up and coming games. We've got Stoke at home next, which is a must win. If we can play like this, like we do in the Premier League, bar a lot of that second half performance. The first half today was excellent. We've got to continue to build on that, and hopefully more wins will come our way, and we need to build up consistency. We really do. This is our most realistic chance of winning a trophy. The draw for who we get in the next round is tomorrow night. Hopefully fortunes will go our way and we can go a long way in this tournament. It is vital that we at least have a good run in this tournament. We need to at least get to the semi-finals in my eyes. In fact, you know, saying that, I think we need to win it. I really do. This is our most realistic chance of winning a trophy. My ambition is for us to win it. I hope we can win it. We need to retain silverware this season. We need to get some kind of silverware. Like I'm saying, it is the best chance of us doing it, and hopefully we can go as far as possible with it. But guys, those are my thoughts on our 2-0 victory against Hull City in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, rate and subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. Check out my own channel, A.F.C Game by Game. Hopefully we can go a long way, and I'll speak to you soon.